Okay, we do have a great guest tonight. And unlike me, he's a real comedian. And he has been touring the country for about 30 years. And he is from Springfield, and he is just great. Give it up for Mr. John Pinney. John!
Hello, sir. Have a seat.
You've gone, I'm sure you've done great clubs, and you've done crappy clubs. I know the life of a stand-up is doing everywhere on the spectrum.
Right.
If you're lucky, you've been able to do good clubs. What's your favorite place you've gone to?
Kansas City had a great, fantastic comedy club for years and years. I love going home. Worst club I was ever at was at Stark, North Carolina, which I didn't know was the home of the KKK in North Carolina. And I was with an African-American comedian.
You were an African?
No, I was with an African comedian. Yes, it was really good makeup today. So we went to this club, and it was like the Blues Brothers. We walked in this club, and it got completely quiet.
Yeah.
And Steve, the other comic, says, "We got to get out of here." I said, "No, they may get mad if we leave. Just come on." So he went up on the woman that owned the club was the MC. And she brought Steve up, and nobody applauded. But during his act, he's very funny. He got a few laughs, and he was walking away, and she was up on stage. She says, Steve, I want you to know something. You're the first black man ever been in this club. You was real funny. We're not going to have you back, but you was real funny. And Steve come off stage and goes, "You couldn't get me back here with a gun in my head." I said, "Yeah." I said, "Just get the car running. I'll do my 30. We're out of here."
So I always describe you as the godfather of Springfield comedy.
I've been around a long time. I've done lots of things in my life.
And you actually are kind of dressed like you could be a godfather tonight.
Well, I did that for the show. You know, I work in Branson. I have a show in Branson 2 days a week, Wednesday and Thursday.
What's it called?
Pure Comedy.
Nice.
At the Owens Theater.
Yeah.
And I've been doing comedy for 32 years now.
Yeah.
So I know the greats, the near greats, a lot of fun. My wife and I moved from Springfield to Kansas City so I could do stand-up comedy. And
what year is this?
Oh man, well, this is 2014.
Yeah. That's a fair answer. That's a fair answer.
Thank you.
If we're putting ourselves in the place in your story, what year was that?
Probably 1982.
I've heard of that.
And
so 82, you guys pack up.
I hate when he's funnier than I am. I don't like that at all, man.
It won't happen anymore.
No.
So 82, you pack up and you're like, we're gonna go
We're
for
in
it.
Kansas City living in. All the comics. It was one of the big comedy clubs and across the country was Stanford and Sons Comedy Club. Mm-hmm. And Louis Anderson was there, young Louis. Jeff Cesario was a great comic. Sinbad, Roseanne Barr started. Basically went from Denver to Kansas City. So we got to meet these people. They slept on our couch. We had a rollaway bed couch thing. And so by the time Louis got through it was in pretty bad shape. But it was
right.
It was a lot of fun. They got to meet Robin Williams a couple times, which was great.
Yeah?
Yeah.
And it seems like, particularly kind of just living the stand-up life, there's like great camaraderie.
You become friends because it's a shared experience. You know, it's you versus the crowd in a way. Although it's not really adversarial, but it is, because if you don't like a singer, you don't like their songs, you like the way they play guitar, you don't like an actor, you don't like their role, you don't like a comedian, you don't like us.
It's personal.
Well, it never happens to me. Come on.
You've heard of it.
I've heard of it,
in theory.
Louis told me about it one time. So.
But you have, a lot of people do stand-up comedy. Not everyone is able to make a career out of it, and not everyone is able to make a career out of it for so long. What do you think the keys have been for you?
I have fun. I was at Panera Bread the other day. There was two really pretty women sitting, early 30s, maybe late 20s, with running gear on, sitting with each other. This little girl running around and peeking around the corner at them, and they'd point, and she'd laugh, run off her. She climbed a chair and looked across the top of the booth, and they'd point her, she'd laugh, run away. Well, her mom finally took her outside. So I walked to those two women. I said, "Can I ask you a question?" They said, "Yeah." I go, "At what age does it quit being cute if you peek around corners or stare at women all the time or become like, stalking?"
Right.
And she says, "How old are you?" So I look for humor. I want to be funny. I want funny around me. I love that. I just love it.
Yeah. So
You've got a lot of that. First time I saw you, I told you, I said, if you take that act and go to LA, you're gonna be a big star.
And I did, and it didn't happen.
Well.
No, but I did. I definitely.
I didn't say come back. You gotta stay out there a while. You're out there for 2 weeks.
Right.
You got a suntan and left. I mean, come on.
I know that's a lie because I don't tan. No, but honestly, you saying that to me, like really respecting you and you saying that to me, was a great encouragement for me when I went and moved out to LA.
I'm glad, man, because you're a very talented man.
Now you're doing Branson.
Working Branson. I'm at Owens Theater. I have a show called, I'm in a show called Pure Comedy, which is mostly sketch humor, very funny. I have a new show coming out called The Saucy Cabaret. And it's me and Ed and Karen Underwood doing a cabaret show with comedy, singing, juggling, mime, magic. It's just a fantastic, all this like an all the other show.
And not only that, you're doing Vegas coming up.
Las Vegas, back in Las Vegas, man.
Yeah.
December 15th to the 21st.